What's up, my brothers and my sisters? This is your boy Big K Solo. What's the deal? Giving you guys a Rikers Island story, no question. I've been giving you one guys a Rikers Island story in a while. In a while. So let me start by giving you this story, man. Yo, check this. And this is something that you guys could take this as an advice because this could happen to you. It could happen to somebody you know. It could happen to anybody. You ready? All right. The story goes like this. There was this black dude. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name because I I just don't want to say his name. You feeling me? Because I never liked the kid anyway. But I'm not gonna say his name because certain reasons. All right. There was this kid, and this kid was how can I say? This dude was a dude. He was a 5%er. That much I can tell you guys. He was a 5%er. Now he turned blood, but he was a 5%er back then when this shit happened to him. This dude was how you call it. He was a terror when he was an adolescent. This dude, I met this dude in 1980, I believe in 86. I met him in 86. I did a little skip bid. I think it was 6 months. Out of 6 months, you do 4 months. But when I was a C-74, for the month and a half that I was there, this kid had it locked down. You understand what I'm saying? So let's call him Black. Let's call him Black. Anyway, he was a black dude, but he was a black man. But let's call him Black anyway. So Black, like I said, was a 5%. And Black, this dude, I'm telling you, he had a lot of people scared because one thing, Black used to bust his gun, no question about that. But then again, a lot of people, plus me, noticed that he used to take things from guys that, from cats that used to get busy but not get busy. How can I say? Well, you got some dudes that will get busy by themselves. I was one of them. That I, you know, what I'm saying. I mean, they named me Solo because for a reason in Rikers Island. And you got dudes that get busy with a crew. And this dude Black used to rob dudes like that. You understand what I'm saying? That if you catch them by themselves, they're gonna punk up. So he was robbing dudes like that. I'm talking about robbing them, taking their commissaries, taking their sneakers, whatever, man. This nigga was a terror. Black was a terror. You know, one day he goes and he robbed this Puerto Rican cat. Before he robbed the Puerto Rican cat, a lot of his boys from Brooklyn, Black was from Brooklyn, a lot of his boys told him not to do it. A lot of his 5%ers, a lot of his boys that were 5%ers told him not to do it because this dude was well connected. This dude was making mad cheddar and he knew mad people. He knew Supreme. You understand what I'm saying? He knew Supreme. He knew Fat Cat. He was rolling with dudes like that. You understand what I'm saying? This Puerto Rican dude was rolling with dudes like that. And like I said, he was from Brooklyn. And matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was from Flatbush. Anyway, all his 5%ers was telling him, don't do it. The Puerto Rican kid came in the house. This was in, like I said, C-76, C-74. What house was this? Jesus, I forgot what house was it. I can't even give you a house because I'm going to lie to you. Uh, the kid got in there. This was population. He came from reception for the New Jack house. He came to population. When he came to population, this dude, Puerto Rican kid, had some banging ass Jordans. Matter of fact, it wasn't even Jordans. It was Filas. That was back in the day when the Fila was popping. The Fila, he had a pair of Filas. He had a nice gold chain with a cross. Then he had like two rings, one wedding ring, and it was beautiful. And the other ring, it was Indian. I mean, with diamonds in the eyes. I mean, it was beautiful, beautiful Indian ring, and a beautiful wedding band. I'm talking about the wedding band was iced down, iced down. I've never seen a wedding band that was iced down. Never seen that. Anyway, and like I said, the clothes he had was nice. I mean, you could see this dude was about money. Nice watch. I'm talking about. Kid was big times. But, like I said, he was Puerto Rican. So when he got to population, a lot of 5%ers was like, we ain't fucking with this dude because we know this dude, we know what this dude's about. And if we take this dude and we rob this dude, we're gonna have to see this dude in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Smart choice. But this dude black didn't care. This dude black talking about, yo, I'm gonna take this dude, I'm gonna rob him, blah, 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 blah. Talking all that caca, B. All that caca. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, he never went at it with dudes that would really, really bust a gun. So now, a lot of people say that this Puerto Rican cat was scared. I believe it was his first time in prison. He didn't know nothing about prison. Like everybody goes to prison, man, they're scared, bro. If it's your first time, you're gonna be scared, bro. I don't want to hear it. So he was scared. But, you know, when he used to go to chow is lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. A lot of dudes that recognized them, you know, you give him a little shout out like, yo, what's up? You know, and he's like, you know, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So he felt a little comfortable because nobody robbed him, and plus he knew people. But the people that he knew was telling him, yo, why don't you come to my house? Why don't you come to my house? Everybody knew this dude was like, yo, why don't you come to my house? Why don't you come to my house? Because they knew this dude had money. They knew this dude was going to get weed in the visit and all that crazy stuff. So what happened, the dude was like, nah, I'm good over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. He met this other Puerto Rican. And the other Puerto Rican, they do call him Flash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they call him Flash, but they just call him Flash. So him and Flash was a little tight. But once again, Flash didn't have juice like that. Flash was like a regular dude that, you know, he didn't bust his gun like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but they became tight. You know what I'm saying? The kid was already there for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks with the gold chain, with the 2 gold rings, and the watch, and the sneakers, and the leather jacket. Nobody tried him. Nobody got his shit because they knew if they get this dude, they knew what time it is, especially if you was from Brooklyn. So this dude black and this other kid from the Bronx, and it's fucked up to say that this kid came from Mohegan, my area, one of my areas. You feeling me? Mohegan in the Bronx, where my ex-brother used to live at. Tito, you feeling me? One-eyed Tito. So this kid was from the Bronx, another 5%er. Him and Black started conniving. You feeling me? They started conniving. They started like creeping, like you know what I'm saying? Like sizing this man up, man. After this man was in the same house for like 2 weeks, then the dude started getting weed. He started getting smashed. He came to the visiting room, like the first time he went to the visiting room, he got smashed. Of course, his mistake was giving out weed. He gave out too much weed to a lot of dudes, so a lot of dudes take that as weakness, man. And I always say this, don't give weed to nobody. Don't give nothing to nobody, B, if you don't know them, because they're gonna take that as a weakness. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna pay my dudes. You know, you guys can leave me alone. I'm gonna pay my dudes. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So they're gonna expect that every time. Every time you go to visit, bro, they're gonna expect some weed. So he looked out for Black and that other 5% from the Bronx. So, you know, grimy ass dudes, like always, they not satisfied. So the Puerto Rican kid is ready to go to visit like the following week. This dude Black, you know, goes to him and tells the dude, yo, man, you gonna get some weed, man, you know, you got, you know, smash me off, blah, blah, blah. So now him and his Puerto Rican boy, they like, yo, this nigga's stepping to me, man, you know, like, you know, and now they talking to each other like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? Like, I mean, you gonna give him some weed, or, you know, you gonna dead him and just get busy. Now, the Puerto Rican kid, not the dude that got the money, not the dude that's big time out on the streets. The Puerto Rican kid, his boy, was like, yo, just give him a little bit of weed and just call it a night, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, next week, if it happens again, then, you know, we can do what we gotta do. Puerto Rican kid fronting, because Puerto Rican kid didn't do shit. What happens? The dude goes to the visiting room. He goes to the visiting room. They smash him off with some nice loony, and they smash him with some motherfucking D. You already know, with the dog food. So he comes back to the house. Of course, he goes. Once he comes into the house, Black, like a stalker, goes behind the Puerto Rican kid, like, yo, what's up, man? You got smashed, you got hit. Puerto Rican kid, like, yeah, man, let me get it ready, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. So Black comes to tell him, yo, what else you got? The Puerto Rican kid say, yo, I got dog food. Black was like, yo, let me get some of that. The Puerto Rican kid was like, yo, you get high with this? Black was like, yeah, nah, I don't get high, man, but I can sell it. Now niggas talking about, now I can sell it. I mean, come on, like, really? You want me to give you something like that you can make some money out there? I mean, that's what I would have been thinking, you feel me? So, once again, the Puerto Rican kid did a mistake. He gives him enough dope that he probably gave him like two New Yorkers, like two bags worth. Black goes, he gave him some weed. Like I said, you're doing a mistake, man. So the Puerto Rican kid gives him some weed. Black goes, he's chilling, he's smoking his weed. The next day, I don't know what he did with the dope, but the weed, he smoked it all out, so he goes back to the Puerto Rican kid. He asked the Puerto Rican kid for some weed. The Puerto Rican kid said, yo, I only got a little, I looked out for a lot of people, I got this for me. Black didn't want to take that as he didn't want that answer. He wanted to ask like, yo, all right, I got you. The Puerto Rican said, I got it. Black was like, yo, this is how it's going to happen. You'll give me some weed, I'm going to rip you. You feel me? He already putting the power game on this kid, but he's already like, I'm going to rip you. So the Puerto Rican dude didn't want no beef. The big timer didn't want no beef. You feel me? He gave him some more weed. Whatever happened, Puerto Rican kid doing this dope, because, yeah, he was sniffing dope. Whatever. The whole week went through. This dude, Black, is like putting pressure game on this dude already. Everybody could see that. His friends, his 5%ers are telling him, chill, chill, chill. Somewhere down the line, one of the 5%ers that knew this kid, that knew the big time kid, the Puerto Rican kid that was selling drugs out there, he found out that somebody was extorting him. So one of the 5%ers that this dude used to bust his gun, no question. Matter of fact, I could name it. His name was Slim. So Slim was like, yo, I'm hearing that niggas are doing this to you. So he makes a big speech. This is like in the middle of the line. You know what I'm saying? When you go to chow, everybody's line, one line is over here and the other line is over there. So this dude Slim made a speech. Yo, if I find out anybody stealing my man, yo, that's my word. We're going to get busy, bro. We're going to flip. So all the 5%ers that's in the house with the Puerto Rican kid, they're like, yo, all right, man, we got this. But they didn't want no beef with Slim. They didn't want no beef with that house because that house was crazy. Slim and the boy and his 5%ers was crazy. They was holding the Rikers Island. They was holding C-74 down. That was the house to be at. That was the house. You feel me? So, okay. When they get back to the house, the 5%ers, the 2, 3 5%ers that's there, they're telling this nigga Black, yo, Black, man, you got to chill, man. You got to chill because if you keep doing this, man, what's going to happen is going to be a house fight. 2 houses going at it, bro. We don't want that. We don't want that. We got too much shit here, bro. They got their bangers. You know what I'm saying? They got, they living comfortable. They don't want that beef, bro. They don't want that problem. And then especially with their own kind, with the 5%ers, because of this dude is being greedy. And he didn't have to be greedy because the Spanish kid was smashing him. And once again, he did a mistake by doing that. So the Black didn't want to hear it because Black thought he had 3 balls. Now the dude from the Bronx was he was like the little devil in your shoulder. Like, forget about that, man. Don't listen to those dudes, man. Let's do this, man. So okay, the following week comes, bro. What happens? The nigga short arm, the Puerto Rican kid comes back from the visit. He's hit. He got weed. He got dope. You already know. He's chilling. He got that. What happens? This nigga Black goes to his room, to his cell. Not to hear me room. He goes to his cell. Him and the other 5%er from the Bronx. Black is from Brooklyn. The other 5% is from the Bronx. They both go in his cell. Instead of the other, there's like about 4 or 5%ers that was there. Instead of them going to this nigga Black and say, yo, man, enough is enough, B, blah, blah, blah. No, because I believe they were scared of Black. So what happens? Black and the other 5%er robs the kid. Robs him for his chain. Took his 2 rings, took his sneakers, his leather, the dope, the weed, robbed him. Took his cigarettes, took his commissary, left this kid naked. I mean, not naked, but almost naked. You can see yeah, bro. He robbed him, bro. Took him for his t-shirts. Got him. And then he tells the kid, yo, pack up. You can't live in this house no more. Now, the Puerto Rican kid is like scared. He goes to the CO and tells the CO, yo, man, I can't live here. The CO, of course, they're going to ask you some questions like, why you can't live here? Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, hi, the CO, the kid didn't want to say why he wanted to leave. So if you know, back in that time, for you to say you want to leave, you got to tell the CO who's messing with you, why you want to leave, and if somebody's messing with you, who is it, and you can't not snitch. So the Puerto Rican kid did not snitch. He was like, he stood quiet, he went back. What happens? The CO messed up, bro. The CO comes out and makes a speech. At the end of the night, he makes a speech. Yo, anybody here is messing with anybody in the house? If I find anything out when I come back in 2 days, because it was his day off, it was his time, his days off, you know what I'm saying? So, let's say tomorrow and the next day he ain't coming to work. So it was his day off. They get 2 days. So the CO's making this speech and shit talking about, yo, if anything, I come over here and I hear anything that went on in this house, if somebody gets robbed, blah, 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 that's my word, I'm going to burn the whole house. Now, this dude, Black, took it as snitching. The next morning, breakfast, breakfast like 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. All you hear is a commotion. All you hear is a commotion, B. Yo, this dude, yo, la 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 la, yo, la la. And what happened? Black cut the Spanish kid, caught him, gave that dude $1.50, cut him lovely, packed him up. You already know what's up with that, man. They're gonna take the kid out of there, so the kid is out. Bing, boom, bang. You know what I'm saying? Most likely they're probably gonna take him to PC. After they stitch him up, they're gonna take him to PC. And if the kid wants to stay there, they'll keep him there. If he don't, they'll put him back in population. But I heard that he went to PC. Now, the kids' people from the streets found this out. Now, they mad tight. They want blood. So they put out the word from the streets. The word got out to the island. We want the dudes that responsible for homeboy getting cut and robbed. Bro, who else? Slim. And let me tell you, this is why I say, dudes, you gotta watch dudes because it might sound good with the barking and all that stuff, but when you really come and you start barking back at them, and he knows that you're a bigger dog than him, it's just like a dog. Their tail goes up in their ass. Bro, I think it was, I don't know how, I think it was like 2-3 days later, passed by, bro. They caught Black in the gym. They caught him in C-74 gym. They ripped this dude, I heard like about 3 or 4 times, ripped him in the face. And what they were saying was it was a contract. A $2,000 contract. Back in then, $2,000, B, was good money, B. We talking about 86, bro. Good money. You feeling me? Good money. So, what happened? The kid, Black, got ripped. I'm talking about 3 or 4 times, bro. Ugly. And the dude from that lived in the Bronx, that the 5% that was in the Bronx, they called him like another day later, I think it was 2 days later or 3 days later, something like that. He got stabbed. He got hit 2 times with a bone crusher. I don't know who got it worse, but I think Black got it worse because the kid that got stabbed twice, he got stabbed, they sold him up, okay, but Black had to wear those scars, B. God knows where. I was about to scar myself, but no. God knows where was the scars. That kid Black had to walk around there, so I think Black caught the worst. And, and whatever happened to him in the streets, because I really don't know what happened to Black. I don't care. But if this kid had juice like that, most likely, Black is dead. No question about that. Black is dead. Like I said, this kid was hooked up. He knew Supreme. He knew Fat Cat. Man, he knew all the big dudes, what I call all the big dicks in Brooklyn. All the heavy hitters. He knew them. You understand what I'm saying? So his people, his family was heavy hitters. But the only thing is that this kid was his first time in jail. He didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? He was not about that life like that. Because let me tell you something right now. While you in the streets is way different than prison, bro. Because in prison, you can't hide. In prison, you cannot buy and say, yo, son, here, man, yo, here's a couple dollars, man, go hit this nigga for me, bro. Go hit that dude for me, bro. You can't do that in prison. In the streets, you could. You understand what I'm saying? So if you one of those gangsters in the streets, you're a gangster in the streets. But when you come to prison, I seen gangsters from the streets come to prison and become hoobers, bro. Washing clothes, bro. I seen dudes from the street. I'm not gonna say no names, and you guys know who I'm talking about. I mean, some of the people that know me know who I'm talking about. Dudes became window washers, bro. I mean, clothes washers, bro. All right, and they yo, I'm telling you, they became clothes washing, and they became personal maids. I'm talking about they had some of these dudes come to jail, and they start making dudes beds, bro, clean their cells. Clean their cells, make their bed, personal maids. That's what we used to call butler. Yo, I need a butler. Yo, you want to be my butler? You see, I had a few butlers, but I had to pay them. I never took nobody by force to say, yo, wash my shit, do my shit. No, I never did that. And I never had nobody wash my clothes. Well, yes, I did. Let me stop lying. Yes, I did. Yes, I did at the beginning. Then when I started realizing that was some bad stuff, it was bad. I couldn't do it anymore. I stopped all that. I started paying people cigarettes, commissary, cookies, whatever. Yo, I got a laundry here, man. Here, go wash that. Pre-bound. You understand what I'm saying? But I never gave nobody my underwear to wash. I find that very, very disrespectful. I used to wash my own underwear when I take a shower, and I still do that. I still do that. Now and then, I still wash my boxers when I'm in the shower. I swear to God. You understand what I'm saying? So now you know the story of Black. I wish I could give you his name, but I'm not going to give you the name. You know what I'm saying? So please, when you see dudes like that barking, don't be scared of them, bro. Don't be scared of them, bro. Because like I said, a lot of them just bark but don't bite. You feeling me? All right? I hope you guys enjoyed the story. This is me, your boy K Solo. You already know, Rikers Island Stories, a.k.a. The K Solo Show. You heard? God bless. Enjoy the story, guys. All right, peace.